Hi, I'm Alice.
And I'm Brad. And if you're here to cringe about Korean stuff, then you're in the right place because this is Meta K-Cringe.
Hi, guys. Today we'll be talking about recently aired Korean dramas. These dramas have aired in fall 2017, winter 2017, and have ended in spring 2018. We will be talking about Smart Prison Living, I'm Not a Robot, Bokja Club or Avengers Revenge Club, Because This Is My First Life, and Package. Let's start off with Smart Prison Living. Smart
Yeah, so
Prison
tell
Living.
me tell me about that.
So, Smart Prison Living, also known as Prison Playbook and Wise Prison Life, is currently available on Netflix. And while the show was airing, Netflix was releasing episodes every week. This drama is about a celebrity sportsman who was a baseball player, who is
Baseball
a
player?
baseball player. So
Mm-hmm.
the main character is a baseball player,
Okay.
and he ends up committing a crime and ends up in the
Ooh.
prison.
What kind of crime? So what did he do?
So the premise is that there was this robber guy who tried to like rob his house or something. So he runs and like chases the guy and like has a fight with him, and then the guy ends up dying, right? Even though it's
Oh, okay.
self-defense, even though it's
Yeah.
self-defense, it's more than how like if someone like tries to stab you, you can't shoot him with a gun, right? Because
You
then it's
can't?
like you can't use that as self-defense because you can only use as much weapon as them.
Okay. That's
Like
weird.
it's here too. Like if someone tries to like enter your house and tries to hit you with like a bat, like a baseball bat, you can't shoot him with a gun. Maybe like I mean maybe you can shoot him with a gun to like injure him, but you can't like kill him with the intent of killing him,
Oh
right?
wow.
So in this
I
show,
thought
it's
I
like
thought like in the US or whatever, like it was like that.
I don't know, in the US it's different, I guess.
Oh, okay, I see.
Um yeah, so like at least in Canada where we are from, it's
Well, in
like a
Canada guns are illegal, so
yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. Um, so yeah, so like here it's like he tries to chase the guy and like follow him, but then he has like fight with them and also like he hits a bottle or like something on his head and the guy ends up dying. So that's
so
like
was it an accident or
I think it's like when you get into that, if you have that adrenaline and you get really that passion and you want to take revenge, like, oh, why is this guy in my house and stuff like that.
I see.
I guess. Because, like,
Okay.
I think there's also a hint of, like, the robber guy trying to rape his sister, but maybe I don't remember
Oh,
properly. So he was,
okay.
like, in that rage, and it was, like,
Mm-hmm.
a crime of rage, but, like, defense crime of rage.
Right.
Anyway, so that's the premise. So he ends up in the prison, and, like, he's, like, the biggest baseball player in the country, like a baseball pitcher,
Oh.
and everyone knows him in the prison, and it's like how he lives his day-to-day life in the prison. So he goes into this
Is
room
he
with like
popular in the prison or is he
he
like
is like there's a lot of criminals who are like fans of this
fans?
guy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And it's like he, there's like shared prisons in this show.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he shares the room with like four or five guys.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I feel like their food is amazing. Prison food. I don't know if this like the first time I saw this drama and they showed all the food, like the everyday food they get, it's like I'm like that's better than my lunch. Honestly.
Yeah,
I'm
what kind
like
of
if I
food they
want to
get?
commit a crime, maybe I'll just go to South Korea because the
Yeah, let's
food is
do
like
it.
I mean it's like it doesn't seem as bad as like my perception of prison. I actually don't know how
Mm-hmm.
Canadian prisons are, but look, if this drama is true to like how a South Korean prison is, like it's like pretty good. It's like good living standards.
Yeah, I've seen stuff in like, the northern European countries.
Oh yeah, like Denmark and stuff,
They
right?
have like insane prisons.
I think it's Denmark. They don't have like prison.
Denmark?
It's just rehab.
Oh, okay.
So they don't have prison at all. It's like all rehab. Maybe that's not bad too if I want to commit a crime.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like it's better than where I live right now.
Yeah. So like I think I watched the Denmark prison, like some pictures, and it's like a camp, like a college campus,
Mm-hmm.
um
Yeah.
like residents and stuff, campus residents, whatever. And like in the show, it's like it's they're still sleeping on the floor and like stuff like that, but like they have like good food like shin ramen. I don't know. They have like good food. Like they serve like good food. I'm like, come on, I need this. Anyway. So it's like the guys like transfer between prisons and also like I think between different roommates, and each prisoner has like their own story. So
Mm-hmm.
this whole drama is about stories of different people and like all the crimes they've committed, and like how one crime is not a depiction of
A
what
person.
kind of person they are. So
Yeah.
there's like people who committed like really terrible crimes, but then now they're like not the same person. And some of them might
Yeah,
also be
exactly.
like passion crimes and stuff like that. So it gives like a good perspective on that. And it's
Is it
mostly like
funny or is it
it's
just
actually pretty
mostly
funny. It's actually
okay.
like initially I thought it was gonna be serious, but it's actually really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Is it kind of like Shawshank Redemption
no,
though?
no, it's like I would say it's because it's this the director for this show also directed all the Reply series.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he did Reply 98, 94,
Mm-hmm.
97, and like the direction is like similar. You know how in like Reply series, like they add that goat noise in the
Yeah, the
background,
goat
the
noise.
sheep noise. So there's
Yeah,
like a different kind of sound in this show in like those kind of situations. So
I
it's like
see.
very similar direction, and it's like it's funny, and then same
Mm-hmm.
similar to the Reply series where like sometimes it get a bit serious.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but there are a lot of different people in here, like there's a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are like from actually they're from the Reply series, so
Oh,
you
like
know
who?
Sung Dong Il, so like the dad in like every single Reply series, that
I
guy's in
love
it.
that guy.
So that guy is like
Real action, my dream.
he's like one of the police officers,
Oh, okay.
or like the
Yeah,
prison
I
guard,
can see him
sorry.
as a police officer after My Girlfriend is a Kumiho and him being
Yeah.
like an action director.
Yes. Yep. And there's also this other person. What's his? I can't. I'm trying to remember which Reply series he was in. He's from 1988, I think.
Mm-hmm.
1988. So like in Reply 1988. Remember, uh, what's his name? Park Bogums, like Park Take, like the guy who
Oh,
do the
the guy
Baduk. His
who's
dad.
oh, the dad of the guy who used to play Chinese checkers.
Yeah. So it's like a single dad and stuff, right?
I
That
see.
guy.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that guy is like one of the main prisoners.
Okay.
So he's been in the prison for a very long time. So he's like, one of the prisoners who knows like the prison life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also like some danger-ish criminals who are like hanging out and stuff like that. Talks a bit about prison politics. And then like um yeah, different characters have different stories and like in different situations. My favorite
Mm-hmm.
character in the show is this guy called his character name is like Han Yang. So that guy is like on drugs, right? But like in South Korea, it's like definitely illegal. I think I'm
Yeah.
not sure what kind of drug. I believe it's like
Well,
cocaine.
even marijuana is
Yeah, even
super illegal.
marijuana is illegal. So I don't know what drug he's on. He just injects it with a needle, so it's probably not marijuana.
Oh
It's
yeah, that's
probably
probably like
cocaine.
crack or yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he is like he's like the most adorable character in the show because he's on drugs, but like the way he I don't know, like I don't think people in drugs are like supposed to be adorable. Like the way he acts is like a little kid somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And like um he's like pretty much annoying everyone in the show.
He's annoying.
He no he annoys everyone because he's
Okay.
like he kind of like does the egg shit. It's so weird. But he's like
Wait, who is
definitely
this guy? What's his name?
like Lee wait, the character name or the actor
The
name?
actor name. I want to
Lee
see.
Kyu Hyung. L Lee Kyu Hyung.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen him. I watched him in this other show called Secret Forest, which is
Yeah, I've
also a
never seen
good
him
show.
before, but yeah.
Yeah, he's like a pretty like I only see him in like three Korean dramas so far, so it's like he's a
Hmm.
pretty
Nugu.
recent actor. Anyway, so like he's really funny. Like
Okay.
he makes you laugh like every single one, and he like does aegyo to the prison guard. Like there's a lot of stuff which seems really unrealistic in the show. Like I mean if you know Aegir to the prison guard, he's like
Mm-hmm.
sending hearts to the prison guard and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's like I'm like, what is going on?
So it's pretty funny then.
It's actually really funny. Like initially I didn't expect it to be funny, but it
Yeah.
has like a lot of oh, it also has so like I'm not sure. Oh, I don't think you know him. Anyway,
Who's the main lead?
so there's like two main leads.
Okay.
One guy is a baseball guy, and the second guy is like his friend, who's also a prison guard.
A prison guard?
So yeah, so the prison guard is the
Okay.
friend of the baseball player.
Oh, I see.
So those two are. There's also Crystal from FX.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but to be honest, like I'm, so like she and like the baseball guy have like, uh, are in a relationship, but it's just that the baseball guy looks so much older than Crystal.
Yeah,
He's
Crystal
actually
looks
like
pretty young.
13 years older than her, right? Like he looks much older than like he might be, but it's just that I it feels more like I don't know, uncle niece kind of thing. So like I always skip their parts.
Okay.
Like I don't think they sold their romantic relationship properly. However,
It's
like
probably not
the
like
second lead couple is much better.
I see.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
it
know
is
if
it kind of it's not a rom it's not supposed to be a
it's
rom-com,
not
right?
a
So
rom-com. It's not like a love triangle or anything. It's just like
okay.
two parallel lines.
I see.
There are because there's like two relationships, but like they're parallel
Mm-hmm.
because one of them is the sister of the baseball guy. Anyway, so there's this idea that there's some so like the show runs on like prejudice. So like initially you see these criminals or like a certain character and like you judge them, but then eventually it's similar to Reply in the sense
Mm-hmm.
that you're like a bit biased and then they show the backstory and like oh this all makes sense now,
Yeah.
right? Even in Reply, there are like lots of those moments, right? Where
Yeah, there are.
they play like suspense in terms of like characters' motivations and whatnot, but not in the sense of like thriller, but it's just like regular, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So this show is like it's like Reply pretty much. If you want to watch like a show like Reply 98 or whatever, this is the right show. The problem I have with Reply 98 and stuff like that is that usually I'm not super into the younger cast in Reply. They're
Yeah.
okay. The older cast is like much more entertaining. In
You mean
this
the
one, I would
parents?
say, sorry, the parents and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
I like the
initial,
parents in 1998, but the other ones didn't really focus too much on the parents, right?
yeah, that's true. Like I don't mind the the young characters in 98, 1990, 1988, but after a while they got a bit boring.
Yeah, I wasn't as much of a fan of. My favorite is still 1994, but
Hmm.
those all the kids were supposed to be like university students, so
Yeah,
they were a
I
bit
think
older.
yeah, exactly. Like instead of high school, I like the university one better because I
Mhm.
guess they were a bit more mature. But in this one, I would say all the characters are like super fun. Like all of them
Mhm.
have like something interesting going on, and like the dynamic is really great. There are like times like so like usually when someone in the room, so like they're like five people in, and like people go and come back, and it's like the dynamic changes, and it's like pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Anyway, so this this drama is definitely my favorite drama recently.
Your favorite recent drama?
Yeah, because like this started airing in 2017. I guess it's still a 2017 drama. Probably my top three Korean dramas in 2017.
That's good. So you think
Yeah.
it's like worth the watch then, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like
All right.
the reply shows.
Mhm.
Plus it's on Netflix. So it's like if you already have a Netflix
Yeah.
subscription, then it's like pretty good.
Yeah, I love it when shows are on Netflix. It just makes it so much easier. Like
Yep.
Age of Youth or
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
so another show that ended quite recently is I'm Not a Robot, and I've actually been watching this, and it's pretty good. I like it. I haven't actually finished it yet, but the premise is really funny. So there's this guy, the main guy. He's supposedly allergic to humans, so he can't touch anyone. So he lives by himself, but he's ridiculously rich. So he has like his own mansion type of thing.
What episode
Um,
are you on?
I'm past halfway.
Mm-hmm.
through the drama, but I'm not finished yet.
So is it like there's like from what I see, it's like it's really focused on the main two characters.
Yeah, it is. But there's also some the side characters like the scientist, the
Mm-hmm.
scientist team. They're pretty good. And then there's also like the evil guys and the secondary girl, but so far they're kind of like not too important. So the
Mm-hmm.
main focus is just like the main two guys, the main actor and actress, and
Right.
they're pretty good. Um, so the premise is the guy is allergic to humans, so he can't touch anyone because as soon as he touches someone, he starts getting like really really
Allergies.
sick. Yeah, like really really sick, and he like he needs to like inject himself with like an injection or else he dies.
Oh wow. So like pretty much like a peanut allergy or something like that.
No, like way worse. Like it's
Oh,
instant. Like as soon as he touches, he like almost dies.
holy shit.
Yeah,
Do
it's
they
pretty
eventually
crazy.
explain why he has this or something like that?
No, not really, but it's kind of it's kind of like a psychological thing. Like it's
Oh,
not
I
really
see.
like an actual disease or whatever.
Oh, I see. So, oh, don't spoil it, but I'm guessing
It's
he has some kind
yeah.
of like backstory where
Yeah, exactly.
where like
There is a
touching
backstory.
humans like did something to him psychologically, I guess.
Yes, there is a backstory.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but anyway, so he can't touch anybody, so he just lives by himself. So then he gets approached by this team of scientists who actually built a robot that's supposed to be like really, really realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and he meets the robot and he's like super impressed. And he actually like touches her, and the robot's a girl.
Right.
Also, like, it's kind of weird. Like, you think they made like a super realistic like female robot. You think it's meant for like like as a
I know.
sex bot,
Yo,
but
I watched
they
the first episode of this so like I watched only the first episode of the show and like yeah, all the important parts are like not human.
yeah
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah
all
but
metallic, right?
you think that since they made her like a
That's true.
female robot, you think they'd made her make her as like a sex bot, but like they didn't. And then
Yeah,
they also
that's
get
super
really upset
unrealistic.
if the guy if the guy tries to make a move or whatever, like they got super upset.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, why would you build a female robot if you're not gonna like? I would imagine that would be like the number one market for
Oh, yeah,
them,
for sure.
right?
Like, yeah, for sure.
Well, anyway, getting back to the premise. So
I
the
mean,
guy,
especially if it's like a really human robot. If it's like,
yeah,
I don't know, metallic robot, then that might not be the
no,
first.
she's supposed to be like super humanoid. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just the chest,
So
the
she's
main
not a
abdomen that.
robot, right? So wait, hold
No,
on.
she is. She is. So it is a robot. So then the guy goes and meets the robot, and he's like super impressed, and like he can touch her, and he's like, "Oh my god, yeah," because she's like not human, so I can touch her. So he's super impressed, and then he wants to test her because the scientists they need like money to continue their research and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy before he decides to give them more money, he's like, "I want to test her." So he's like he wants to test her for like a week. So they bring her to her house, but then on like right before they bring it to his house, they actually break it. Like
Oh shit.
they have an accident and it breaks, and they really need the money because they're about to like lose their place, the
Right.
scientists. So what they do is like they contact the character model that they used for the robot, which is actually the main scientist's ex-girlfriend, which is why he built the robot.
But that's really creepy.
Yes, it is. It is. It, like definitely
So wait,
is.
did he build um the robot based on his ex-girlfriend after they
Exactly.
broke up or like before they
After,
broke?
after.
Okay, that's really creepy.
It is, and he even gave her the dress that she wore the first time they met, which is like really creepy, but
Wait,
whatever.
why did he keep her dress though?
I don't know. I don't think he kept it. I think he just like found one that looks exactly the same or whatever.
Oh, I see.
But anyway, so he finds that girl, and then that girl is actually like, she wants to be like an inventor, so she always has like crazy things, like crazy ideas for all kinds of like gadgets and whatnot.
Oh, is she also like a scientist or something?
No, she's not. She's like really dumb, but she has like, like inventors don't really, like, I don't know. She just gets other people to do her like technical stuff, but then she just comes up with like the ideas. She's kind of like
She designs it or something, like an architect.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see.
Like the concept, the idea, whatever.
Oh, I see.
But she's like really struggling. She has no money, and she really needs money. And then the scientist guy's like, okay, I'll give you like $10,000 if you do this.
Why
And
is
then
she
she's
like
like,
in
okay.
still in touch with the scientist guy? Do they work in the same place or something?
No, 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 they don't. Like, she doesn't really have a job. She's just like doing random things,
Oh, I
part-time
see.
jobs, and trying to be an inventor. But then the guy like tracks her down because so the robot breaks and is like, there's only one thing we can do, and he approaches her and then he's like, okay, we need you to act as a robot. So when they send the supposed robot to the guy's house, it's not the robot, it's like the real girl, and then a whole bunch of like really funny stuff happens.
Yeah, I can expect that.
Yeah, and then the guy just thinks that the girl is a robot this whole time, and then some drama happens because of it. But
I see.
yeah,
This
I won't
reminds me
spoil it.
of like there's actually like at least two or three different Japanese dramas that are also centered around like robots living with their masters. So
But are
there's
they
this,
actual robots? Because this is like not an
yeah,
actual
that
robot.
one was an actual robot. So one of them is
Okay.
called Zetai Kareshi, which is like absolute boyfriend. It's like really old. It's called absolute boyfriend. So like the whole purpose of the robot is to be your boyfriend. This
Hmm.
was actually 2008. Holy shit, that was 10 years ago. So that was pretty much like just the robot and the human.
Hmm.
Um, and there was another one which was called like Q10 or something. Q10?
Q10?
Q10.
No.
So it's like there's a robot that transfers into the guy's high school.
Is that Japanese? Because that sounds
Yes,
like it would be
those two are
Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah, so like the
Okay.
robot just transfers to the school as like um yeah, like just like she's living as a girl in the school and like they're not even living together, it's just like they're like in the same school.
Okay. So the main thing, like, idea behind this drama is like, kind of the morality of like, can you fall in love with something that isn't like human, and
Yeah,
it
but
kind
like
of kind of
in this
discusses
case that
that.
would be, well, that's me and Alexa. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, that's like,
You know, my
her in the
mom
movie her.
actually, she really likes Alexa, but like I don't like I don't think Alexa is good as Google Assistant. So I bought her Google Assistant. She's like she still likes Alexa better. So like when I'm testing Alexa with like swear words and stuff, she's like super sad. My mom's like super sad. She's like stop swearing at her.
Oh my god.
So I'm like this is pretty realistic. But at least like in I'm not a robot, they're still like human.
Yeah.
Um but I think in Q10 and Absolute Boyfriend, they are actual robots.
Yeah.
It's like
So this
also like similar to like Her, I guess, the
yeah.
American movie.
So anyway, that's the main concept is like, it kind of explores the idea of like, can you really fall in love with like, something that's not real, and
That's a
it
yes.
also kind of talks about like, AI, and like how far can a robot actually go, and things
Oh, I
like,
see. For
yeah.
some reason, like when I actually saw the wiki page with all the characters, I saw like there were two, like the main actress is playing two different roles, the robot and the human. So I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be like a love triangle
No.
between the robot and the
No,
two
so the
humans.
main girl, what she does is like, she puts on a wig when she pretends to be a robot.
Oh, I see. So we use Kimchi Slap as a measurement of cringe level because Kimchi Slaps are usually common in mahjong dramas that
Yes.
usually air on the weekends, especially for like older population in Korea. And they involve like
Oh
all these
god.
background birth stories and like secret birth and like everyone cheating on everyone else and like one of those It's like melodrama, like kind of like telenovelas. So Kimchi Slap is common. It's not common, but it's like
Yeah, so
a
that's our
representative scale.
scale.
So
We give
Kimchi
it
Slap
kimchi
scale.
slaps. Yeah, to how cringy it is.
Yep.
But this one's actually not too cringy. I was definitely expecting a lot more cringe, but so far it's been really good. I do think there might be some upcoming cringe
Like you mean like
because
forced
I haven't
conflicts?
finished. Yeah, I haven't finished the drama yet, so there
Mm-hmm.
might still be some hidden slaps in there. But so far it's been pretty good. I really
Yeah,
like
like
it. They're really cute, especially the girl. The girl's incredibly adorable, and the guy, I feel like he's okay as an actor.
he's been acting since he was a kid, so
Yeah,
I guess that's pretty good.
he's not
He,
super amazing or anything, but he is like I would say slightly above average as an actor. I like him,
yeah,
and he's really adorable as well. Like they're just both so cute. I love him so much.
I remember watching him. The first drama I watched with him was in 2010,
Oh wow.
and it was like a high school drama called Master of Study, and I
Hmm.
was in high school back then. So my excuse was that I'm actually learning something from this drama. So they did have some really stupid techniques or like study methods that they used.
Hmm.
One was like in the form of a tree or something. It made no sense. It was pretty useless. But it also had Tiara's Tiara's Park Ji-yeon. I don't know if you know her,
No, I
but
don't know
she was
anyone from
really
Kyoto.
popular back then, and like she's actually a good actress. But then after
Hmm.
like Tiara had like their whole scandal, which sucks. Uh, her popularity died down, and like she didn't get as many roles anymore. But back then, like Park Ji-yeon, yeah, so he was in that drama, and it was like I don't know, it's a pretty fun drama if you want to watch a high school drama and
Mm.
learn how to study. Actually, no, definitely not how to study. So that was like one of the first dramas I watched him, and I believe he also played younger versions of Soji Sub in like some movie or
Hmm.
another drama. So he
Yeah, I think you
started off
mentioned
as
this
like a child
before.
actor.
Yeah. He's still
No,
pretty young right now, so he's not even like 30 yet. He's still in his
like not
20s.
he's like 25,
Yeah,
2024 actually. He's our
really
age.
young. And
I'm pretty
the
old.
the girl's is I think a rookie actor. I think she's pretty new.
Yeah, she is.
Hasn't really been in anything, but I think she's handling the role like pretty good. I definitely really love her character. Like she's great. She's
Hmm.
got a good personality and
Right.
she's adorable. So
Yeah, I feel like the second lead, like he's actually a really good actor. Like I've seen him in so many roles, but like in
yeah,
this
he's
drama,
okay.
he's like not that significant because he
Yeah,
usually
he
plays
wasn't too
like
significant.
yeah, so usually he plays like I lead this drama called I've watched him in like couple like Phantom and stuff like that, and he plays
Hmm.
like really serious roles.
Oh, okay.
And like in Phantom, he was like the big bad guy, like a CEO of a corporation or something like that. He's like
Oh,
a criminal. He's been in a lot of different
no,
ones,
in this
but
one he's
this one I feel
kind
like
of
he's
cute.
kind of older for the cast, for the
Hmm.
girl.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
actually that's kind of creepy because like this guy, he went out with the main girl, but like he looks so much older than her because the girl looks like so young.
yeah, so like the girl actress at least what is like
Hmm.
23,
Okay.
right? And like this guy is like holy shit, he's like 43.
Oh my God. 12 years.
Wait,
Yeah, I mean that was kind
1976.
of creepy in the
What's
show that
1976?
hmm?
He was born
Jesus.
in 1976.
Damn. Anyway, I want
He's
to
like 40.
say my favorite characters in this show though are these two sort of like goons. So they're like Dumb and Dumber basically. They're like two evil guys that are like hired by the evil guy,
Oh, and like they're
the
trying to like
rival,
so are
and
they
they're trying
like
to like steal the robot and slash
oh
spy. But they're so funny. They're like Dumb and Dumber. They're so incompetent.
oh are they called Miami and Alps?
Yeah,
Is it those
they're
two? Oh,
hilarious.
I see.
They're really funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're just like classic.
The comic relief.
Yeah, exactly. Comic relief.
Nice.
They're really good though. They're funny.
Can you draw comparisons? Like, what is this drama closest to?
Um, I would say it's pretty close to Shopping King Louis. Like it's kind of like that
Hmm.
level of
Light?
just it's a light mainstream rom com.
Is it dynamic similar to the main leads from like Shopping King, or
Yeah, I would say it's kind of similar. It's not definitely not the same type of premise, but
it's light?
yeah, it's light, it's funny, it's just an easy to watch thing. Everyone's
Hmm.
really beautiful, so that's one of the main reasons you watch K drama, right? Because everyone, all the actors are
That's true.
so good looking.
Yeah. So the third drama that we're gonna talk about today is Avengers Social Club. It's
That
about.
sounds like is it Marvel related? Because that
It's
sounds
not.
like
It's
it
not.
would be.
I don't know. The translation is like not that good because like it's like about revenge
Mhm.
and like Avengers. It's like bunch of people who are taking revenge, right? And like I guess English translations is like Avengers,
Mhm.
even though
Yeah.
it's like related to like Marvel, it's not really. It's actually derived from a webcomic, and this is actually a very short drama. It's only 12 episodes.
Oh, wow, that's short.
So it's pretty much like there's these three women who are like ajumas. So like I would say late. They're not that old. The actresses are pretty young looking, but like I think they have kids in high school, right? So
Mhm.
these three Ajuma somehow get together. So they don't really know each other initially, but then later they kind of get together and like form this social club where they take revenge on like people who are like kind of torturing them. So like their husbands or like someone else, pretty much. So it's like they just take revenge in like non-criminal ways.
So it sounds like it would be really funny. Is it
It's
funny?
really fun. Like for example, they put like some kind of stupid chemical, not chemical, like they add some laxative. Yeah, they add
Lots
like
of things,
those.
yeah.
Yeah, they add that to like the food of their thing, and then that guy's like using the washroom all the time. It's like really silly kinds
Yeah.
of revenge,
Oh
and it's
man, that
like
sounds really fun. It sounds like I would like it.
yeah, it's like it's just taking revenge on like people who are doing bad to them, and like it's really fun. It's really fun, and like they try to like not get caught and stuff like that, and their husbands are like kind of like trying to figure out or like really close to figuring out. So there's like um that thrill thing,
Mhm.
but it's just like it's really fun. Like I really enjoyed this drama. And since it's 12 episodes, it's like they
Too
don't like
short.
drag unnecessarily and like everything is like as expected and it goes like pretty quickly. So along with these three Ajumas, there's this other guy. I don't know why, but this other kid is like high school. He's also part of this revenge club because somehow he gets added, he joins this revenge club because well the premise is like one Ajuma is like she's like a single mom. She has two
Mhm.
kids, two high school kids. And the second mom is like she's like her husband's abusing her,
Oh, that sucks.
right? And then the third one is like her husband has like a secret kid, right? So it's like the secret kid is this guy, right? So
Would you
this guy,
hold
the
on?
fourth
Let me
member of
just
the club.
interrupt you right here. Is this like kimchi slap level?
It's not. It's not. It's not.
Okay, because
Well,
it
maybe.
sounds
Actually, I can give it like pretty. There's some cringe stuff.
okay.
For three or four, maybe.
3 or 4
Um,
kimchi slaps.
three or four kimchi slaps. Yes.
Okay.
So it's like he's like the new child, the adopted child, whatever. And like since like they don't have kids, the husband brings back the kid into their family,
Oh.
right? Just so that the kid can get the property and whatnot.
Mhm.
So the kid is also kind of like avenging his dad and his mom for like not really taking good care of him. So it's like these are the four revenge stories pretty much.
Okay.
Oh wait, and like the single mom, her revenge story is more like related to her kids getting bullied at school. So like
So she takes revenge for her kids.
yeah, pretty much. Against the principal and stuff. So like her kids, one of them is a teacher, and the other one is like a student. So like the kids, like anyone who bullies the kids and stuff like that. So like other moms, other rich moms whose kids are bullying their kids, and
Oh.
like the interactions with the other rich mom is like super cringy, but it's like super fun. Like her acting is so like one of those nouveau rich, like
Mhm.
the chaebol moms in like Korean
The
dramas.
snobby.
Yeah, the snobby and like my kid is right. It's like
Oh my
this is
god.
the kind of character you'll hit. It's like pretty high. I should maybe I'd give it like six kimchi slaps, but it's just really fun.
Yeah,
This
it sounds like I would actually really like this drama.
there's like not much romance maybe between the high school kids,
It's fine if
whatever.
it's just a comedy.
It's just a comedy and like them taking revenge over their husbands, and the husbands are like don't understand what's going on, what's going on with them, and then it's about how like the whole thing unravels. Yep. Uh, this is pretty fun. There's so like the main actress, she's been in like a lot of Korean dramas actually. She was in 49 Days. I remember her watching in 49 Days, and she was also in like some big, really popular ones.
Hmm.
And then
Is there
the
anything I've
main,
seen or
I don't think you have seen her. The
okay?
second, Ajuma, you've definitely seen. She was in
Yes,
Reply
she was in Reply 1990,
8.
1988. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, she's like one of the moms, and I can't
yeah, I
remember whose
liked
mom she
her.
was. Yeah,
She
yeah.
was
So like,
the tiger or whatever in 1988, or
oh
was
yeah,
her?
yeah.
And she always did that dance.
Oh yeah, like and she's an incredible actress. Like
Yeah.
she's been in so many movies, so many
Whoa.
she's won a lot of awards.
So who's the third
The third
Ajuma?
one, like this is the first time I've seen her. Maybe she was like a supporting character in like a lot of other stuff, but this is the
Mm-hmm.
first time I've seen her. Oh, she was in Kill Me
Yeah.
and Heal Me.
Yeah, but she doesn't look familiar though.
Yeah, maybe she's like a super supporting actor in like the
Yeah.
background. Anyway, and the fourth guy is actually from this band called UKISS. Well, he was never the original member, but he got added recently.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's like a K-pop idol, whatever. But he can actually act, so
Okay.
that's good. It's not like the usual K-pop idols. Anyway, so
Yeah.
like this is like more like a lighthearted revenge thriller between three Ajumas, just doing their own thing.
Sounds awesome. I'm definitely gonna. You know what? I'm probably gonna bump this up above the prison.
Okay. No, actually, I don't know. Like, I would say
It
prison
sounds
life
like it
is
would be more fun than that prison one.
it's like what kind of fun you want, right? This one's more like sneaking out and like sneaking their revenge stuff,
Mm-hmm.
strategies, like hiding from the husbands and whatnot. Prison life is just like just the characters are just like teasing each other, kind of. It's like
Okay.
Reply in a way. They both are pretty good in their own ways, but this one's 12 episodes, so it's like pretty short. What's next? Oh yeah, we can talk about. So next we'll be talking about Because This Is My First Life. We
Oh,
have
sounds
so
great.
Brad and I have both watched this drama. Though I didn't finish it because I kind of dropped it as soon as I realized
Which
that
was
they were
the
creating.
mistake? Because honestly, I
I don't know.
really liked it.
I mean I liked it, but as soon as like I tend to drop dramas when they have like they start introducing unnecessary plot lines or conflicts. Because I know the main characters are going to end up with each other, but then they introduce this unnecessary conflict just to push like 4 or 5 episodes. At that
Yeah.
point, I just like kind of stop and like maybe skip to the last episode because it just, I don't know. So
Yeah,
this,
maybe there was a little bit of that, but I think overall it was still pretty good because I remember. So the reason I really liked it is the second last episode was amazing, and it kind of like it's a really realistic drama. Like it really portrays like kind of the struggles of like um
how
you know
expensive houses are.
yes that and just like the struggle of being like kind of like our age or a little bit older than our age and trying to date and
In
have
this
life.
economy.
Yes, exactly. And but yeah, I really liked that. There was some unnecessary like forced drama, but there's always like it was kind of like to throw you off of the main thing, which and then the main thing was actually like really good.
Like for me, I really like I initially liked the main leads beginning,
Yes,
but then
I love the main lead.
but I don't know, I feel like as the story progressed, I liked them lesser and lesser because their characters and the relationship progresses much more slowly. But I do
Yeah.
like the second leads, not the second leads, the second couple. So
Mm-hmm.
the CEO guy and like her friend, they both like those two characters are like pretty unique and stand out, I guess. And
Yes,
like
they
I would
are
say they're
pretty
much
cool.
more cooler. in some
I liked
sense.
all of the, like the main, like all three couples is basically I
Yeah, the
liked
third
them.
one, I don't know. They're like
The third one,
super cutesy and like really
no,
attached
they were
at the
pretty good.
beginning
They
at least.
showed like I think they each show like a kind of different like aspect. Like okay, the third couple is all about like the girl wants to get married, but then the guy's like he doesn't want to.
Hmm.
So that's kind of like one like kind of struggle in like the way our generation is like
Yeah,
struggling with
I
right
feel
now.
like
And
they
then
showed like different aspects. For instance, the third couple,
yeah,
initially you think they're like perfect, right? And you think, oh, they're gonna get married and stuff, but they do
yeah,
have problems. So from the outside they seem perfect, but from the inside
yeah,
it's
exactly.
broken. Um, I guess the
The
first
second
couple,
couple, the second couple is like the like self-made type of person who's like
yeah,
always career oriented and they never have time for dating,
they
and
both
they're
are pretty
always
much that. Yes,
yeah they're both like
pretty accomplished.
self-made, yeah, exactly, like gotta go earn that money type of thing.
Yeah,
And when you have time to date and like it's always about just like casual encounters with these kinds of people, and you never like have anything real, and it's like how do you find something real with that type of situation. So that was really good. Like it was a really
yeah,
good depiction of that. The second, like I mean, the third couple was just kind of like two people wanting like different things out of life. Like the girl, all she wanted was like to get married, have a family, and the guy was like more
he
kind of
needs more
like,
time, I guess.
yeah, he needs more time. He's not ready.
Yeah,
He's not really looking to settle down. He wants to like make his own business type of thing. I don't know.
yeah.
So it was definitely like a really good representation of like certain problems that like even we're like facing. And then
Mhm.
the main couple is actually I can really relate to the main guy because he's kind of anal about like things, and he's kind of has to have it everything like his way, and all he cares about is like his place and having like some peace and quiet.
Oh
And that's
yeah.
kind of like I can relate to that a lot.
Yeah, like
And he's
especially
also
like he
like
was looking for
breadwinner.
like a like a good roommate, I guess.
Yeah, I'm definitely like sort of in that situation.
Yeah. Okay.
The main girl, I really liked her, but she was interesting. Like I don't even know what to say like
Yeah,
about
to be
her.
honest, I don't have a lot of things to say about the first couple. Like
Yeah,
it's like I would say, um, well, if I have to use in sense of like comparison, I would say the third couple is like a long, they've been dating for like years and a very long time,
hmm,
right? And then they eventually have conflicts and then um that's how their relationship progresses. The second couple, it feels like they click really well. Like it really works. Like they both
they
have like
do.
good chemistry and like it really works out. And the first couple is more like it's more like gradual.
Yeah, it is. So it's kind of like
It's like they take a long time before they get into
yeah,
like actual relationship. The second
and
couple
that's
is
kind of
like,
more like I don't know. It's kind of more like traditional type of like
yeah,
older Koreans like to kind of like fall in love as they get married and stuff. And I
yeah,
think in their situations like they kind of like fell in love as they were living together, and
right.
I think that's kind of more like the traditional aspect. Because the main thing is in this drama is like the conflict between the previous generation and our generation, and how we both see like marriage and life in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the especially in Korea and in some other countries as well, like the parents they have like a more conservative views and about
Yeah,
marriage and
like
stuff.
you can't live together unless you're married or something.
Yeah, and our generation's is a lot more like liberal, and it's a
Yeah,
lot more like have a lot more like freedom to do like other things, and don't
right.
really value too much like traditional conservative views and whatnot. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of that. So I really like this drama because it's like it kind of like showed you a lot of you know like these kinds of things, like kind of like generational like views, and then also like problems with like our generation
Yeah.
trying to find
Like
love and
like
whatnot.
how you mentioned like you can relate to the first couple's main guy, like Lee Min
Yeah,
Ki. I can relate to the second couple's main girls because like I'm like need to make money.
yeah, exactly.
Like money number
Yeah,
one,
exactly.
pretty much. Um, yeah, so like that's probably why I like the second couple the most. You probably do like the first couple the most, I guess.
I
Yeah, like
definitely like the guy a lot.
I feel like
Like,
the characters are like pretty unique and like they try to depict
yes,
like different people, so you can find someone you can relate to, at least in like some aspects.
yeah. So I definitely really like. I really love this drama. Actually, it's probably like my one of my top like either third favorite or fourth favorite drama, just
Right.
because it's kind of like relatable and especially to our generation, and it talks about like things that I can relate to. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Like my only like super minor complaint is that Yoon Bomi, right? She's like from
Yeah,
A-Pink. She's like pretty cool, but like is she like a programmer or hacker? I don't know.
she's a web
It's so
developer.
it's
No,
so
but
fake.
she's so funny. I love her. I
Yeah, I
love
mean
her
I like the
character.
character, but like I guess it was like pretty unrealistic in that aspect. Her being like I don't know, she was coding or something that's not like um proper programming.
I don't
Wait.
remember, but no, she's just doing web development, right? So it's not.
Oh, well, I mean, are you saying web developers are like not devs? That's a
Yeah.
controversial. That's controversial. Come on.
Okay.
Anyways, well, I'm not a web dev, but no
Well,
offense
anyway,
to web
I
dev.
thought she was pretty funny in a lot of situations. She had like some pretty good moments. I
Yeah,
liked her.
for sure.
So for me, like I really liked the second last episode. I thought it was like amazing, but
Mhm.
then the last episode, I feel like they kind of ruined it for me. Like it could have been like close to my either number one or number two favorite drama, but
Uh-huh.
because
But
of
I
that
feel like
ending, it wasn't as good.
I heard like I didn't do watch the last episode yet, but I heard they go really philosophical in terms of like the ideas of marriage and stuff. Like they overdo it. Is that why you don't like it, or?
A little bit, yeah. I guess they kind of did do that, but the reason I don't like the main episode is because it's just one of those dramas where like the last episode like resets everything.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm skipping.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
like all the work, especially like in the second last episode, which was amazing because some really hard drama stuff happened that I thought was really good.
Uh-huh.
But then in the last episode, everything like just push the reset button and like everything gets reset, and
For all
that
the
kind of ruined
couples
it.
or like the main couple?
Yeah, for all the couples get reset.
What? Okay. Good thing we
So I
brought
didn't
this.
really like it because it felt too unnatural. Like in the end, like
They wanted to leave it open-ended or something?
no. Like they kind of had like a happy ending type of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
But like I
everything
do
like
enjoy how like
tied together with a bow on top.
yeah, like I do did enjoy in the first like I don't know, I think I made it like at least like 70 or 80% of the drama, but overall
Hmm.
like I do enjoy like the inner monologue or like the narration from the main girl when
Yeah.
she like brings up like talks about the struggle, the financial struggle or like the current society problems,
Yeah.
and she has like a really interesting insight on like different stuff. Like
Hmm.
the writing is good in terms of like those dialogues. I
Yeah.
really like
Exactly.
that.
So
Yeah.
I really like those dramas. Just like the ending, like was not
Is it
great.
really bad or is it like still passable?
It's still passable, but I just wasn't too happy about it because it felt kind of forced. And up to this point, like I feel like this drama, like everything progressed kind of pretty natural and like what you'd expect out of like normal people would act type of thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
I felt like this had this was probably like the least amount of kimchi slaps possible.
Yeah.
Like it just
Like
felt
this
really
is
realistic.
yes. Like this is probably one of the most realistic Korean dramas,
Yeah,
especially with like the housing market.
yeah.
That's the
So
biggest.
it's definitely I really enjoyed this genre just for being like so realistic, and it just flowed naturally,
Yeah.
and the ending kind of ruined that, but
Mm-hmm.
overall this is still like third or fourth favorite drama ever, so I like it.
Nice. Yeah, like I really enjoyed it too, but like I said, I didn't finish it. Like as soon as they introduced some unnecessary thing, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, in my head, this drama ended right now.
Okay.
But since you said it gets reverted, okay, maybe I shouldn't go back and finish it.
No, but you should definitely go and watch up until like the
The
second last
second
episode
last? Okay,
because
okay. I'll do that. I'll just
I
skip the
really
last
liked that
episode.
episode. It's
Nice.
just something that stuck with me, and I liked it.
Nice. Um,
So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil or anything, so
yeah.
just watch it.
We're gonna talk about The Package. So I watched this drama, but Brad hasn't. This one is
What is it?
also
I haven't even heard of this one actually.
it's actually like it aired, I think, at the same time as Avengers Social Club. It's actually 12
Okay.
episodes as well. This one's actually pretty short too.
Mhm.
So there's like some good dramas that come out like which are like not mainstream, and this is one of them. So the premise of the drama is that the main actress, so the main character, she's a travel guide in France,
Mhm.
and the package means like a tour package.
Oh, I see.
So
The
these couple
complete
of Korean
package.
people are like part of the tour package who they're like strangers who don't know each other,
Mhm.
including our main lead,
Okay.
right? And like he goes and like they just tour. So it's like I would say this is more like a France traveling documentary. So like you watch a lot of like good visuals. Like I'm sure you watched a
Oh,
lot of like France tour spots in like other movies.
yeah.
So this is pretty much that revisited. It's almost like I would say very close to like traveling Korean variety shows or like those documentaries.
Yeah.
So it actually acts a lot to like advertise France tourism because they literally go to like one tourist spot to the next tourist spot to the next tourist spot in a span of I don't know how long. I would say couple of days or weeks, and there's like different people who are like part of the tour package. So one is like an older couple who are like in their 60s or 50s. Then the
Mhm.
second one is like um, two people. Well, they're just like a couple, like a
Did they
regular
actually film
couple.
on location in
Yeah,
France?
they did. All of it is like filmed on location.
Damn, that's pretty.
So
That's
so
pretty
that
cool, actually.
so it's pretty much like there's like okay, the older couple who are like in their 50s or 60s, then there's the other couple who are like they're two they're like mid late like 20s, right?
Mhm.
So they're dating right now. The third one is like a really young girl and an old guy. So like initially everyone's like, "Oh, she's just like a gold digger with him." Pretty much. And then there's the single guy. Well, he's not single, he's dating someone, but like he's here in the tour package. Sorry, part
By
of the tour
himself.
he's alone and like
Okay.
the story is between him and like the tour guide, which is our
Oh.
main lead. So it's like it has really nice because they're using a lot of like French classical music and like
Oh,
those
that's
classical
cool.
music,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they show a lot of visuals like in terms of like tour and stuff like that. And like
Mhm.
again, it's like initially you judge these people, but then as the story unravels, it's like you see their decisions and like their backstories, and like things start making more and more
Yeah,
sense.
that sounds familiar. Like I feel like there's been other dramas like that where, it's like one situation and then they like have flashbacks to, and then you have their story. Is it something like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
I like
So
those
like
types of dramas. It sounds interesting.
yeah, for sure. Um, so the main guy is actually from a K-pop band, but he's been an actor for like a very long time, so he's actually a decent actor. And like um, so the main girl has a backstory, the main guy. So like each character has like their own backstory, and like
Hmm.
initially you see them do some stuff or like react to a certain situation and you're like you judge them in a certain way, and then as the story progresses they visit back and like show some flashbacks, and now you understand more why they reacted this way. This
So
is
it's
like a
kind of like you kind of mentioned this in prison, right?
yeah, this is kind of like it's similar in that sense. um
Hmm.
but again, this is like super lighthearted. This is like really
Hmm.
lighthearted. You're just watching people go like visit all these French tourist places in France.
It's awesome.
It's actually really fun. But like the
I
main
wonder how
girl
they got
is
like permits to film all that. Like,
yeah, I have no idea. But then the main girl, she's like speaking French, but her accent
oh,
and pronunciation is so painful.
like her
Like
French pronunciation.
yeah, it's like so
I
painful. Like
mean, in
I
Shopping
I
King
wouldn't say
Louis.
Okay,
uh, the main guy was speaking French too for like a little bit, and I was like
right.
super cringe.
Like I can't tell if she's speaking French because like initially I'm like, what is she saying? Because like I understand a little bit French, but
Mm-hmm.
the accent is just like even if she's saying like bonjour or like really simple words, it's like she's saying it in the most like weirdest way. That's a bit
But I
distracting.
mean, okay, French accent is actually like really hard. Like even if like you or me trying to like speak French right now, it would just be like butchering it.
Yeah, like I don't have a French accent, but like
Yeah.
her pronunciation is like it's not like she has a Korean accent in it. She's trying to do like fake French accent. And like
Oh god.
there's something it doesn't work out. Like there it's like in between. So I remember like this one specific scene in this drama that was really funny was uh it was like they had all these it's not like a museum, but they had the a chastity belt that was on display, right?
Okay.
And the main character's like he wanted to try it and he tried it after trying it, but then he gets
Wait, he
logged
actually
into it. He actually tried it.
he
And
tried it
like
on?
yeah, he actually tried it and like it got logged.
Oh my god. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Robin Hood Men in Tights by
I
Mel
haven't.
Brooks. Okay, there's some pretty funny stuff in there about the chastity belt.
Okay,
Go watch that. It's a classic
pretty
Mel
much.
Brooks movie.
Yeah. So it's like it's really funny.
Yeah, okay, so maybe I might bump this up above both Prison and the one with Ajumas.
Yeah, like
Because
usually the
it
main
sounds
actress,
like
she's
it would
like
be nice
not
for
that
me.
good at. She used to be not good at acting at all, but like over
Hmm.
time, she's like gotten like watchable, like pretty okay.
That's great.
Like, cause like
I
she
don't
was
think I've
supposed,
ever seen this
she was
actress.
actually supposed to be part of SNSD, I believe.
Really?
Like her and like even Goara, they were both
Oh,
from SM Entertainment and they were supposed to be part of Girls' Generation.
that's so
I'm not.
sad about Goara. I
What do you
really
mean?
like her.
Yeah, so like I guess they're like prettier than like idol level. Like I don't want to
Hmm.
say this, but like the way it's seen is that actresses are supposed to be prettier than like idols, whatnot. Like all idols average.
Yeah. I mean,
But
but some idols are actually really beautiful as
oh
well,
yeah, they
right?
are. But like I guess imagine Gora and like her and like
Hmm.
SNSD. They're like similar to like they'd be like I don't want to say other people are ugly, but like they would be like among the top ones, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But like I don't know if they can sing either, so I have no idea. Well, they
Hmm.
can't act. Well, I mean, Lee Yun he can't act, but like she's gotten better. Like this was pretty enjoyable, except her French accent.
No.
Yeah, this is actually pretty lighthearted. It's like everyone just like drinking,
Okay,
getting
I'm
drunk.
definitely gonna bump this to like
It's
the
it's pretty
next.
realistic. Like the characters get like drunk at night and have these conversations, and like the story progresses. It's
That's
actually really
cool.
realistic.
Hmm. I really like that because we just talked about because of my first life.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Pretty much. It's like similar. It gives a similar vibe as This Is My First Life because this is
Hmm.
my first time. Sorry, first life.
First life. Damn it.
Yep.
So
So
yeah, I'm definitely. If I was gonna put like a watch order on these, I'll definitely put this as like my next drama.
yeah, for sure. Like I would recommend like among the four ones that I watched, like among Smart Prison Living, Bookja Club, uh, because this is my first life and the package. I would put the package and Smart Prison Life at like Smart Prison Living at top two.
I don't know. To me, Smart Prison Living didn't sound like as interesting. Like is
It's
not
like it's pretty much exactly like what you get out of the Reply series.
okay.
The package is
The
more like
Reply series were okay, but they weren't like my favorite or anything.
yeah, but like it's entertaining with
Hmm.
like it's a good plot with like good backstory, decent acting,
So
and
anyway,
like
what would you rate? Let's go
oh
and go through all these dramas and give them like a number. What would you
okay.
rate them? How would
Um
you rate Prison Living?
okay, let me do like relative rating.
Okay.
So my favorite drama of all time is Signal.
Yeah.
So if I give Signal number 10,
Hmm.
um then Smart Prison Living would be around 8. The package would also be around 8.
Whoa, that's pretty high for the package if it's like a rom com because you usually like
Yeah,
more
that's true, but
serious.
like it's more like it's really lighthearted. And it's like 12
Hmm.
episodes, so like it's really quick.
Okay.
So maybe okay, maybe Smart Prison Living is like 8, and then the package is like 7.5 probably.
Okay.
Maybe point 0.5 gone for her French accent. It's super cringe. Like her French accent is like 10 on 10 on Kimchi Slap scale.
Oh my god.
Um, because this is my first life, I don't know. It's like I like a lot of stuff. For me, it's like a 5.
Okay.
Because
That's fair.
like I would say I didn't finish it. Like maybe it'll get better if I finished it, but for me it's like a 5 or 6. Um, I'm not a robot. I have not watched it. BookJag
Yeah.
Club is like 7. So it's like Smart Prison Living is definitely like slightly higher than the package, but like if you
Mm-hmm.
want something like a reply series, it's like Smart Prison Living. But the package
Okay.
is really small. It's like only 12 episodes.
No, I
Okay.
feel like I'm probably gonna watch the package next, like as my next drama.
Yeah, it's a rom-com.
Mm-hmm. So for me, I've only seen I'm Not a Robot and Because It's My First Life, and I would probably give I'm Not a Robot around like for me because it's like I really like the mainstream rom coms. I
Mm-hmm.
would give this like an 8 because it's literally a mainstream rom com and it's really
Right.
good. I like it for what it is. And because this is my first life, I would probably give it like a 9.5 just because I really like
Damn,
this.
that's really high. What's
It's
like,
just
do you have any Korean drama that's like your 10? Like your with the 10?
for me currently my number one drama of all time is My Love from Another Star.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my number 10. So I
Right.
would give this probably a 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know because I'm watching Waikiki right now, so Woohoo Waikiki, and it's actually quickly getting to be my new number
Really?
one because it's just
Number 1. Holy
yes,
shit.
just for the fact that it's the funniest drama I've seen so far, and
Poop
it's not
jokes.
even like halfway through yet.
Oh my God.
It's honestly
Damn.
you have to watch Go
It's
Go
like
Waikiki because
Woohoo
it's
Waikiki never like it just completely skipped my radar.
really
Like yeah, like I saw the name, I looked at the actors and I was like, I know some of them, but they're not like hugely
yeah they're pretty
popular or
small,
anything.
but honestly, just go watch it. It's literally just pure comedy. Like it's there's no real like drama or anything like that. It's just like a sitcom level funny, and I really like that just because it's hilarious
Yeah.
and I like the characters.
Yep. So again, let me go over the ones that I kind of went over. So Smart Prison Living, I gave it 8 out of 10 because
Yep.
it has characters, backstories, and it's funny.
Mhm.
Um, it's like similar to the Reply series where like sometimes it gets a bit emotional,
Yep.
sometimes it gets a bit funny. Like it's actually funnier than the Reply series, or like all of them in some
Mhm.
ways. And then it's like good acting. So these three are the main selling points for Smart Prison Living. It's not mainstream because like definitely the Reply series were not mainstream. Um,
Weren't they? I felt like they might
well,
have been more
I would
mainstream
like
than
they're mainstream, but they're not like mainstream Korean dramas. Like they're really
true.
popular,
Yeah.
but like in mainstream Korean dramas, you'd have like a rom-com between
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
main
Yeah.
leads,
Okay.
and then like stuff like I don't know, My Love from Another Star is like the biggest
Yeah.
mainstream.
That's like the template of
Yeah,
like what a Korean drama is.
exactly. So
That's
Smart
why
Prison
it's my
Living,
number one.
yeah. So like Smart Prison Living is like not really a rom-com. It's just
Hmm.
like it talks about like different crimes and like our
Yeah,
biases towards criminals. So it's
I
like
see.
I wouldn't say it's close to like I guess in some ways a Shawshank Redemption, but like I don't know, that's the only prison
Movie that you
movie
know.
I know pretty much. So
Yeah.
um then there's the package. The package is like the more I think about it, like it's like I definitely forget that I watched it, but like now that I remembered it, I was like I really enjoy the show and like because it's like it's just very like natural because they're just like in a tour who are like visiting
Hmm.
different places and they go from one place to another and like the story progresses as they go on and like initially strangers later on like they understand each other better and like become good friends whatever and like even the main couple is like their relationship progresses in like pretty naturally. So I gave it a 7.5 because zero point 0.5 was for the French accent.
Okay.
Gone or if not for the French accent, like I don't want to say it, but like they would be like around 8. Like it's definitely like not your
Definitely
traditional.
worth a watch, eh?
Yeah, it's like independent Korean drama, like
Yeah.
really light watch. Um The next one is Avengers Bookja Club. It's not real rom-com, and like it's like I liked it. So it was like around 6.57, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like there's nothing that stands out apart from like the Ajuma's dynamic. Like they have this Ajuma dynamic going on, which is like the friendship is like pretty cool and it's like pretty entertaining. But it's like it does have that Korean drama cringe stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
l- like the comedy, the timing, and it's like a bit slapstick, I
Yeah.
would say. So like I'm not saying it's a necessarily a bad thing. It kind of works in here, but it's like it's not unique, or like it's
Yeah.
not like the
It's not
package and
something.
like
Yeah.
Smart Prison Living are like a breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Bokja Club is also like different from your regular Korean dramas that you watch every day. So like all these three are like pretty independent.
I
Similar
see.
with Because This Is My First Life as well.
Yeah, I
That,
feel like that one was pretty different than
yeah,
everything
like
else.
it's definitely different, but then slowly I guess they do add some elements in Because This Is My First Life that make it more traditional. Because
Mm-hmm.
because initially there's no like second leads or anything, but then they do bring them in.
What do you mean?
So like initially it's just our main two leads, right? And like they don't have like some other people who are like their exes or like potential partner conflicts, but
Oh, I see.
then they bring this other guy in for the girl and then bring another girl for the guy just to make it a bit more complicated.
No,
And like
they don't
that
really
just
bring
becomes like
another guy, girl for the guy. It's kind of.
I mean,
I don't feel like the same. Like I don't feel like what you were
well, at least they
saying.
brought the guy in at least.
Yeah, they kind of did. He was kind of forced in there, but
Yeah, so like
no, like as soon as something happened, which is kind of like to throw you off kind of thing, which
yeah.
I didn't mind too much, but as soon as that thing happened, like he wasn't part of the story that much anymore.
Yeah, but like they tried to introduce a conflict and like
Yeah,
I didn't really want that because it was not necessary.
yeah.
For instance, in the package, like it's just the main two leads and like that's it. There's no
Hmm.
one else. Um, well, actually, I lied. There's the exes, but like they're not in the drama as much.
Okay,
They're just like because these people are in France, right? So location wise, they're like pretty separated geographically.
okay.
Um, but yeah, the package is pretty fun and like funny. And then there's I'm Not a Robot, which I see is like closer to like mainstream Korean
It
dramas.
is. It's really mainstream.
Like
It's really lighthearted, funny.
yeah, like even the direction and stuff is like pretty mainstream.
It is.
Yeah.
But I like it because it's just incredibly. I think the cuteness factor in this is like really high. So I think it's
Hmm.
definitely one of the cutest K dramas.
I
But
don't
if I
know.
was gonna
The
say the
Ajumas are pretty cute.
oh
Come on.
really, for me my number one cutest ever K drama was My Girlfriend Zekumiho, and
Uh,
I would say second. I don't know. This might be the second cutest K drama, but also Shopping King Louis was also really cute as well.
that's true.
So it's probably like Shopping King Louis is like second, and this would be like third or something, or the other way
Hmm.
around, or it could be like a tie for second place.
Well, I would say Smart Prison Living is pretty cute too,
Really?
especially the drug addict. I
Okay.
don't know. He does imagine doing like agio to the prison guard. Like he has balls to do that. Like he does like heart symbols and like sends hearts to the prison guard. Like well, he gets beat up a lot for doing stuff like that, but
Mhm.
that that's something. It's really funny.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
funny.
Yep. So that's it for today's podcast of
Yep.
us recommending recently watched Korean dramas. If you liked it, please comment, but do not like and subscribe.
Yes. Thanks for
Yeah.
listening.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.